Welcome and listening to a radio station where the mighty hosts are.
Hey, everybody, this is Gospel Time with Mel Jackson. Sunday morning Gospel Time. This is going to be a special broadcast. We got a young man here named Dustin Jenkins, who is what do you do?
I'm a singer.
He's a singer. I thought you were an evangelist.
I'm an evangelist, too.
An evangelist.
I'm a singer.
And he came here by way of Tommy Simmons, who we've had on the program before.
And the delight.
Yeah, Pastor Tommy Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go by that?
That's true. That's right.
Do you go by doctor?
I don't go by it, but I got it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. There's some other people in town I've called doctor before, and they say, well, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm not a doctor yet. Anyway, this is Gospel Time with Mel Jackson, and we're going to start off with a song, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. But I'll let you introduce that song, Dustin.
All right. This song we're gonna start off with, I heard it several years back from a group that most everybody listening today would know, Gold City. And
Gold City.
And they put this song out almost about, I think it's almost 20 years ago. It's amazing how fast time flies. But I love the song then. I love it now. And it's a song that says that no matter where you're at in your life, all you have to do is turn to God. And even when you don't feel like praying, just pray. So here's that song.
Amen.
Bodies, troubled minds, they will defeat you every time. Circumstances all around may look dim, but even if you have to crawl, Jesus wants to hear it all. You will be alright if you can get to Him. When you don't feel like praying, pray. And when you think you just can't get through, pray. Precious to the Father's ears are three words, Lord, I'm here. When you don't feel like praying, pray. There's an altar just for you, and it only takes the two, just one humble heart and one holy land. Satan says you cannot pray, then God removes him from your way. Weak and broken, you can cry, Lord, here I am. When you don't feel like praying, pray. And when you think you just can't get through, pray. Precious to the Father's ears are three words, Lord, I'm here. When you don't feel like praying, pray. When it's hardest to pray, sweet victory awaits. When you don't feel like praying, pray.
Hey, that was good.
Wow, what a blessing.
Yeah. I'm sitting here with 5. This is we're interviewing Dustin Jenkins, and I've got 5 CDs here. He's got a total of 6. Right, using the songs off of the 6th one. Tell us a little about yourself and what you do.
Well, I've been in full-time ministry now. This is my 20th year, rolling into the 21st. Started when I was 12 years old, full-time. And when I say full-time, I mean I even went to homeschooling instead of going to public school, and I traveled literally every week since I was 12 years old for the most part. The Lord's really been gracious to us and opened a lot of doors for me through the years. Started my professional time in gospel music with a group called the Wilburns, and then later on in 2005 I ended up with the Stamps Quartet for a little while, and then worked with the Bowlings most recently on a full-time level, and then even in 2013 was able to work with Gaither a little bit. So Lord really has been good to us through the years, and to me personally opened a lot of doors. One of the best doors he opened, in my opinion, and the opinion of my family, is this fellow sitting beside me, Pastor Simmons.
You've been a blessing in my life.
Hey, we love you, brother, and have enjoyed working with Pastor Simmons for a little over 10 years now. It's been a long time, and he's tried to get rid of me several times. No, I'm just kidding.
Keep coming back.
I just keep coming back.
When did you guys meet? How did that come about?
10 years ago, I was pastor here, and he brought in a music group to North Hillsboro Baptist, which we used in a concert, and he introduced me that way back to Dustin as a good musician and recorder, and I got on the technology level because I'm terribly challenged that way. But he turned out not only to be a great friend, but a great singer.
All right.
Every year I used him for a concert.
Well, Dustin, introduce us to the next song.
This next song is actually the title cut, I believe, off of that record. The record's called Whatever You Decide, Lord. A few weeks ago, as I was finishing up this record, I was still a couple of songs short, and my old boss, Elaine Wilburn, contacted me and said, I need a track made. I do track work and recording work as well back when I'm back home. And she said, I need a track made to this old song we used to do. In fact, I think they did it before I was born. It's a song called Whatever You Decide, Lord. And I just loved the song so much, I went ahead and put it on my record. And a lot of folks are enjoying this song. Whatever you decide, Lord, will be all right with me. The
Lord has been so good to me. I've often wondered why. He saved my soul and blessed my life. Oh, so many times He's guided me through toils and strife, around life's dangerous curves. And if this is all there'll ever be, it's more than I deserve. If I don't receive a mansion, Lord, nor have a robe and crown, I won't complain, because I don't deserve them anyhow. A place to rest and see your face, that's all I really need. Whatever you decide, dear Lord, will be all right with me. When I've departed from this world and everything it holds, when I step inside those gates of pearl, onto those streets of gold, oh, with all that beauty, I would still be satisfied, I know, to walk with Him who died for me down some old gravel road. If I don't receive a mansion, Lord, nor have a robe and crown, I won't complain, because I don't deserve them anyhow. A place to rest and see your face, that's all I really need. Whatever you decide, dear Lord, will be all right with me. Whatever you decide, dear Lord, will be all right with me.
I'm sitting here talking to singer, evangelist Dustin Jenkins, and I see that you're 32 years old.
I am.
And I'm looking at 2 full pages of information here. I'm thinking,
That's my rap sheet.
Wow. So evidently you're not married.
I am married.
You are married.
I am married.
I guess you got a whole nother page for that.
I have a beautiful wife, and she has stood by my side this is our 9th year in marriage, coming up on our 10th year next year, and we've got a 5-year-old little girl. My wife's name's Carolyn, and her little girl's name's Zelphia. She travels all over the place with us, just like...
What do you travel in?
We travel in an SUV. We've done the bus thing, and the bus thing has took care of emptying my wallet sufficiently, so we got out of that, and now we travel in an SUV, just our family vehicle, in a trailer. It's hard to...
Oh, there it is.
Hard to haul all that equipment in an SUV, and I figured after I busted the window out once, I'd...
No, Zelphia is not a biblical name.
It's not. She actually, the story on that is very unique. God blessed us with her. The short version is this. She's not our biological child, but God gave her to us. She is actually Jewish.
Oh,
and her name actually has a Jewish meaning, and it actually means fragile. But she is anything but fragile. She likes to get a hold of fragile things. Maybe that's why they named her that and break them. But she is just it's such a blessing, and there are so many wonderful things she's caused to happen in our lives. We love her so much.
All right. We're not going to have enough time. There's a whole lot of talking, but I do have one question I got to ask you.
Sure.
How do you end up singing with the Stamps Quartet? I mean, how does that come about?
Well, I actually played piano for them, and I had been with the Wilburns, as I had mentioned earlier, and later, after leaving the Wilburns, another former member of the Wilburns joined the Stamps as their baritone singer. And so when the wonderful Ed Enoch, as I called him, it's Enoch, he was looking for a piano player. This fellow said, "Hey, I remember I traveled with a guy when I was with the Wilburns. He's available." And they give me a call. I drove to Brentwood, and that was that. Jumped on the bus. What a wonderful time hearing all those old Elvis stories and getting to relive something similar.
How many original singers are there from that?
Only one left.
Okay.
Ed is the last one. Ed Hill left and retired not too long ago. But Ed Enoch still hitting the roads hard.
All right.
Still going.
Well, tell us about the next song.
This last song that I laid out for today, it's a special song to my heart and so many people's. I mean, the things that are going on in today's world, there's not only physical storms we face, but emotional and spiritual storms. And it is an encouraging song in that it reminds us that even though we might be facing a storm in our life, God knows the end result of that, and we can be safe in His arms till that storm passes by.
All right.
Amen.
In the dark of the midnight have I oft hid my face, while the storm howls about me, and there's no hiding place. It's the crash of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Many times Satan whispers, there's no need to try, for there's no end of sorrow, there's no hope stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by.
This is Mel Jackson Gospel Time, and I'm interviewing Dustin Jenkins. And Justin, I have a question. You've done so much in 32 years, and I just found out that you even trained as paramedic.
I did for a little while, yep.
My goodness. You've had a busy life.
I have. It's been busy but interesting. I can certainly say it's never been boring.
My. So how long are you going to be in the area? What's
We're here
happen?
the rest of this week. We sang this last Sunday at Pastor Simmons' new work that he's got going on at Community Christian Fellowship. Is that right? Meets the second Sunday of every month, and they have gospel singing in there. And they're not a competitor with churches. They work with churches to try to bring special things into the area at an odd time during the Sunday so it doesn't interfere with church. Great work he's got going. Yeah. And then we sang down in Charlotte Harbor at First Baptist Church. This coming Sunday, I'm actually in the morning, I'm at Central Baptist Church in Arcadia. That starts at 11 a.m. And then we are at, Mount Ephraim Baptist Church that evening with am I correct in thinking he's a descendant of the Spurgeon, Spurgeon, which if there's any preachers out there listening, you know who Spurgeon is, and this fella is the great nephew of the original Spurgeon. So I'm excited about working with him and getting to actually be.
Tell us where Central Baptist Church is, because I'm not.
Central Baptist is on Cypress, just past Memorial, going east, on the right side there.
Okay.
And Mount Ephraim, of course, is right out of Arcadia.
And that'll be this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
Right. And then 6 p.m. on the evening.
And 6 p.m. at Mount Ephraim. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Tell us about this last song.
This last song, it's my current radio release. It's done very well for us. And I think it has because it speaks to so many people. My mom actually passed away 4 years ago this last September. It was emotionally tough, but it was also a blessing watching how God kept me strengthened through that whole process. I actually preached her funeral. And so going through that process, I actually watched her leave this earth and enter into the next life, and such a peace from her suffering state to the state I know she's in now. And that's what this song talks about. It says, all these things that have been behind me, I'm trading all of that, all the suffering, all the pain, and I'm trading it for a mansion. And that's this next song.
I once heard the story of a saint, oh mother, who had lived out her life here on earth. As she laid on her deathbed, her friends gathered round her, and these were the last words she said.
Brother Mel, I appreciate you having us here today, and I want to thank all the listeners for tuning into your great show. What a blessing it is, I know, to all these people. It's
Gospel Time with Mel Jackson.
Gospel Time with Mel Jackson. We certainly enjoyed being here. Want to let the folks know they can go to my website, www.dustinjenkins, DustinJenkins.com. They can buy product there, learn more about our ministry, about my family, and just keep up with us. Maybe see if we're going to be somewhere close to their area. Just want to say thank you again, brother.
All right. And thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
I can't turn away from enlightening, because the joys of heaven